What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Malik Scott. Malik Scott explains why Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury, and this is what he had to say. He said, Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury because he failed to correct the mistakes he's made in the first two fights. He was in shape, so he does dispute or refutes rather that people said he was not in shape, because he was. The problem with him and his movement was because he was hit with a shot to the ear, and the ear messed up his equilibrium. That affected him throughout the fight, and of course we know he was hit in that ear many times. So the more you get hit, the more of the disbobulation, right, of how Deontay Wilder conducted and reacted, okay, in the ring. He said, this is not an excuse, this is a reason. And this is what happened, and this is why Deontay Wilder was acting the way he does. So Deontay is not making excuses. He didn't say anybody cheated, so knock that off, right? And let the man appreciate a hard-earned night of work. Those are the words of Malik Scott. And let me start by counterpunching. I do agree with the equilibrium thing. I did a video on that yesterday, okay? So this really backs up what I was saying about getting hit in the ear and my own history with ear and, off balance, and that's how you feel, and I didn't even get hit in the ear. I just had an ear infection. So he got hit in the ear. And that will mess up your equilibrium. It's something about, your balance. But that's what happened with Wilder. He says he wasn't out of shape, and that was the whole key. But I think it's more to that. I think, that's what made him kind of sluggish or whatnot. But at the end of the day, I think also it's the extra added weight. That's a factor that he didn't bring up, and I think he should consider. Being bigger for a guy that's already big is not the answer. You don't make your fighter bigger, disrupting his speed and his reflexes just because someone else is bigger. That's more of a mind game than anything else, and that's what Tyson Fury played on Team Wilder, because as soon as they heard, which is Team Wilder, that Tyson Fury was coming in at 300 pounds, they immediately started upper body movement and strength and getting him bulk and like that. No, you know what I mean? And you don't do that to make yourself stronger anyway. You know what I mean? To manhandle someone, he should have really taken wrestling, grappling lessons or whatnot, being the smaller guy, to get out of the way of the things that Tyson Fury was going to do. But a lot of that really wasn't done in excess, okay? Because the referee, Russell Moore, wouldn't allow a lot of that to be done, okay? So I don't think that was the reason. I think the heavy weight, that played a factor, and when he got hit in the ear, he was kind of disembobulated anyway. But at the end of the day, he couldn't respond like he needed to because of all the weight. Okay, so Deontay Wilder, it is true, as of now, we haven't heard him say anything about excuses. Okay, and I don't think that was an excuse. I think that was an explanation of what happened to Deontay Wilder. And like I told you, you get hit in the ear, you're going to be that way, just like happened in the second fight. So everybody thought about the spike water and all that, and they went to something else other than the truth. And the truth of the matter was, he got hit and made him that way, But it doesn't explain why he was hit and he was seeming to be hurt. A lot of people might question Deontay Wilder doesn't have a chin. See, just because you take a lot of shots doesn't mean that they don't affect you. And those shots that Tyson Fury was hitting him with were affecting Deontay Wilder. And I'm talking about the punches other than the ear. Straight jabs was knocking his head back and making him lean. Maybe that was after he got hit in the ear and got hit after that, whatnot. But the second fight was the same thing. He just got punched with a bigger guy that he didn't respect his punching power, that he called pillows for fists. So basically, that is what you learn when you talk shit about someone that can't punch or that's known not to punch, and they punch you out. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Malik Scott's explanation of why Deontay Wilder was defeated. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.